The smile says it all. Bonjour. We are in France. We are in the ski resort of Montgenevre, right on the French-Italian border. And what a beautiful day. We got here yesterday, and I think the term might be pea soup. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Oh, already we've got another doggy on the other side of the piste. We're walking on the piste, but which is for walking. Hence we're walking on the piste. It's not a ski slope, basically. I did ask yesterday if there was any lifts I could get up, gondolas with Koa, to then, get up the mountain higher, but unfortunately there's not. But there's a couple of tracks. We're heading for one now. Skidoo going by over my shoulder. We're heading for one now, which is at the far end of town, behind the spa, where we can have a nice walk in the woods. We walked down to the neighbouring resort of Clavière this morning. That was super nice, but it was so cold. Like I said, when we got here yesterday, couldn't see anything, and it got down to about -8. Good test for the van. Everything was perfect, toasty warm. Nothing froze. We stopped, when we left Andorra, we stopped at a camping car park in France, just outside Montpellier, just to ensure that, we were fully ready. Water's topped up, black and grey emptied, just to prepare ourselves for our first major test. I'm just going to stop here because it's beautiful. Obviously a little bit hilly, so excuse the panting. Let me just give you a, not a circle of the square, but a circle of the valley, just as we go around. Beautiful, I love the alpine chalets, the wood, the design, the architecture. Skidoo coming back, excuse the noise. Should be going past now. There he goes. I just love being in the mountains. So what was I saying? Yeah, so we're in Montgenevre. We're in the aire. I mean, it's huge. The aire can hold up to 220 vehicles, motorhomes. They normally say there's 160 electrical points, but I have noticed that quite a few of them are out of order. I would probably say, 20% are covered over, out of order, with like black plastic bags and sticky tape. But anyway, we're lucky we're in, because it is now, I believe, the start of the French holidays. And I mean, it's such good value. The longer you stay, up to a week, the cheaper it gets. It's 20 euros for one night, all services included. 30 euros for 2 nights, 40 euros for 3 nights. I'll put it up on the screen. I forget what 5 and 6 are, but if you stay for a week, it's only 77 euros. So 11 euros a day. I mean, I think we'll be staying for a week just because it's beautiful to be up here. So anyway, we're walking into town. We're walking along this piste. The plan changed, as it always does, because we were obviously heading to meet Simon in Les Deux Alpes. But the air, to my research and to what Simon told me, one, it's not great, and two, it's not monitored or maintained very well. Apparently the payment system is just like a ticket, and people basically don't pay. They just park up, use the facilities, and just stay there. So he'd been up there for, I think, just over a week, and he was checking it a couple of times here and there, and he said, no, nothing has changed, nobody has moved, it doesn't look like they're moving. The way they're set up, it looks like they're here for the season. So that's a shame. I mean, it might not be the case, but say I did read that online, that it's quite hard to get in. So I didn't want to go all the way up there and not be able to plug in. I always knew that when I came to the Alps, to ski resorts, wherever I went, I wanted to plug in just for the, just for the convenience. I'm not saying the van couldn't cope, but, heating on when I want, hot water when I want, etc., etc. So we didn't. We came to Montgenevre because obviously we're on our way into Italy. As I said, we're on the border. And I used to live around here. I used to live in Sauze and in Sestriere. We used to bring clients on ski away days to Montgenevre every week for, I don't know, like 8 winters on the trot. So I know the place pretty well. I do intend to ski. I should have gone today because it's a beautiful day. It might not be as good tomorrow. But I'm not. We're going, like I said, we're going for a walk just to explore on our first real day when we can actually see. Don't know who that was. And then, yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll take a half-day pass. I wouldn't ski the whole day, just because obviously of Koa, I don't want to leave him in the van that long on his own. But you can do a half-day pass 1 till 5, so 4 hours. And to be fair, the area's not that big. I'd be able to nip around and get a bit of footage. But anyway, we've got the drone. Let's go for a wander. It is beautiful. I'll stop waffling, as I always do. And yeah, let's have a little tour through Montgenevre. Right, to get into the forest where I can let Koa have a run, we've got to get across a piste. Let me just spin you round. Look at this. I don't think you can make out on the other side. There's a couple of people with a dog, and this piste coming down from our left is pretty busy. And again, probably the steepness doesn't really come out on the camera. Look at little kids, so good. Going down to the bottom, the cafe, the chairlift to come back up. But anyway, let's make a run for it, because it's quiet at the moment like everybody else is doing. Bonjour! Right, I think we're safely across. Montgenevre isn't big actually, it's kind of like one main high street, or main road, high street, whatever you want to call it. Little back street, and obviously then all the hotels, etc. up on the side of the mountain. Actually, if I just put you across there, that might give you a better view of part of the town. So picturesque, it really, really is pretty. But yeah, we're just about to go into the forest, so it's probably going to be a bit shaded and dark, unfortunately. But yeah, here's the track in front of us. And once we get in here, we can let Mr. Koa experience the snow. Just one more obstacle. Get across the drag lift after this person, young lady, I think. All right, let's go. Maybe Koa's going to meet this other doggy. Hey, they look friendly. Hello. Bonjour. Ah, Italian, buongiorno. Right. It's that time. Come on, crazy boy. Ready? Go on, sit. Good boy. Are you ready? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I thought he was going to go the other way. He wants to go and mark the yellow snow. Just so he knows his way back. Go, 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 go. So lovely to see him running in these conditions. Oh, this is glorious. Absolutely hardly anybody around. Absolutely hardly anybody. Nobody around, the odd person. In the mountains. Puffing because we're going uphill again. In the forest. Fantastic snow. And Koa just living his best life. This is why we're doing what we're doing. These little special moments that bring a smile to my face, and I think make Koa happy. He certainly looks happy. Excuse me, puffing. Ooh, it's getting steeper. Wrong time to start the camera. But yeah, I don't know how high we're going to walk up, and we'll spin around and go back. I don't think it's a loop. Got to stop at the supermarket, get some supplies. I'll try and get the drone up as well. Not sure how easy that will be. And then tonight we'll be chilling in the van, cooking some food, watching a bit of footy. Don't know why I bother, we always lose. Tottenham, that is, absolutely useless at the moment. And then hopefully, if it's a nice day tomorrow, we can get on the slopes. So fingers crossed. But anyway, let's finish this lovely walk. One thing I didn't mention about the aire, and it is, I'm going to spin you around, look at how big it is. I mean, you've got all of this here, and if we go back up the top, you've got a level here, which is where I am. Then over the back behind the chairlift, there's some more, and then there's some more over in that direction as well. So it is a huge aire. And there's a few tricks that go on. I mean, like I said, it's very reasonably priced. But I mean, there's some people here that have got tow cars with them or cars on trailers. And of course they come in with the motorhome and the car on the trailer with a ticket. It's not number plate recognition, it's just a ticket that says how long you've been here. So once they're set up, they take the car off the trailer, take it out of the aire, obviously pay for that one day, park the car up in town somewhere, and they can stay here all season. And then when they want to leave, they come back in with the car, take a ticket, load it back up on the trailer, drive out, pay the ticket and go. So the maximum they're going to pay is like 2 days, and they can stay here for as long as they want. Oh, I'm excited. My God, I'm excited. We are in Sauze, the famous Italian ski resort, very popular with the British market. And also back in the, late 80s into the early 90s, Club 1830 used to do ski holidays here. So it did have a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a party town. It's nowhere near as crazy as that these days, but I used to live and work here and in Sestriere on the other side of the mountain, up and over Fratavi, if I recall it correctly. We're outside one of our big old hotels, the Hotel Torre, which if I just pan up like that, guess why it's called the Hotel Torre? Because it's a tower. And a company I used to work for, I don't know if you can see there's a flag in the background, I won't mention them, but a large UK tour operator. But yes, we got here a couple of days ago, but it's been super foggy. Today is the first day that we can actually get out and kind of like see the town. It's been foggy, it's been what we would call a whiteout. Big lorry. And obviously we haven't been able to ski either. We will potentially ski this afternoon. But we're walking up into town, and if any of my friends end up seeing this video that I used to work with in Italy, then get ready to do some reminiscing. I'm very excited to see the town. It's changed a lot from what I have seen in the weather. You know, there's a lot of new buildings, a lot of refurbished facades of buildings. I was talking to a friend and she said that there was like grants for the local residents to improve the appearance of their houses, to put in double glazing, that kind of thing, which you would expect would be quite normal in a mountain resort, because of course it's cold in the winter. Mr. Koa is absolutely loving the snow. So funny to watch him playing and trying to eat the snow. Not yellow snow, of course, just the white stuff. We have had some snow since we've been here because of the weather. So he's just stopping for a pee. And I'm sure during this vlog I may be puffing a bit because it's quite hilly in Sauze in certain parts. But hopefully we are back in stereo. I think I've finally got to the bottom of the issues. So let's hopefully we've put that one to bed, and we won't have any more mono audio left-right channel problems. Sorry, it's gone very dark and behind the trees. Anyway, let's get up into town and have a look around Sauze. I really am very, very excited for this. Oh, it is so good to be back. So many changes, but so many similarities. We are in quite a busy location at the moment, so excuse any background noise. But I mean, just look at the view behind me. It's just stunning. I say it every time I come back to the mountains, but boy, I miss them. And you know what? If there was one place outside of Spain I could live, it would be Italy, and quite possibly Sauze. It has a big expat community, and you know what? It's actually really reasonably priced, to eat and drink out, to buy property. It is a cracking little resort. Anyone that's into their skiing and hasn't been to Sauze, I do recommend it. It's part of the Via Lattea. So it's a big ski area. It's you've got Sauze, you've got Sestriere, you've got Claviere, you've got Borgata. You can ski across into France to Montgenevre. You've got San Sicario. I can't remember. I think it's like 250 kilometers all in added together. I mean, I've skied it all back in the day, and it is a good area. I mean, it's not the highest in some points, so maybe sometimes the snow isn't the best. But if you get the right conditions, it's a pretty cool place. So yeah, we've walked through, I guess what you would call the new part of town. We're going to head down now into the old part of town. There's a couple of bars I want to swing by, a couple of restaurants just to see, how they may have changed. But yeah, it is really cool just to be back here, and it's definitely triggering a lot of memories. So let's move on. Good morning. Another day waking up in the beautiful ski resort of Sauze. It is another day. The continuity experts can see that I've shaved, but it's time to move on. We've been here just under a week, 6 days actually. We're going to now head back down the valley and then up and over the other side into Sestriere, just for a day trip. We're not going to stay in Sestriere overnight. I'd like to, but it's quite high, it's quite cold at the moment, and they don't have any facilities for plugging in. So we're going to go up, visit for the day, and then head down the valley towards Turin, and probably stop in Pinerolo, which is a town, again, I've visited many times in the past, so that'll be interesting to see, and they have an air services that I'd quite like to check out. Anyway, this air that we're in Sauze is new. I've put it on Park for Night and search for sites, and what I'm going to do is do a quick video separately. I'll put a link down below just to this air, because I mean there's one other van that has arrived, but besides that I'm the only one here. It's not advertised, so I thought I'd try and help out the local, community with a little bit of exposure. So yeah, I'll put a link below. Have a look at that, because it is a great location. I mean, access to town, 2 minutes, and you're right in the centre, in the main square, with all the bars, restaurants, bakeries, chemists, etc., etc. So it's a really, really cool little village, and like I've said before, some great skiing. But anyway, that'll be a separate video, a few minutes, it won't be that long, maybe 10, I don't know. And yeah, we are going to head off over the mountain, to Sestriere, and then down to Pinerolo. So we'll see you there. Oh dear, I don't really know what to say. I was so happy to be back in Sauze, and now we're in Sestriere, and this place really does hold a piece of my heart. I worked here pretty much from 2008 winter. Excuse the car, and Koa's just stopping for a pee. Winter 2008, pretty much right the way through to 16, so 8 years. Yeah. A lot of fond memories. Come on, mister. And we're not staying here because they don't have an air. It's quite high altitude. I just, I don't want to risk it. Although it's 10 degrees today, I have to say it's warmer here than it was in Sauze, and Sauze is lower. But yeah, we're going to have a wander. I mean, we'll probably be here a couple of hours. We'll bump into a few people, I'm sure. We're not here to specifically see anybody, just to reminisce, see some highlights. Sorry, Koa's just crossed in front of me, that's it. See some highlights, have a wander around the town. Like I say, reminisce, put some smile on my face. You know what I mean. I'm just really happy to be here. Quite emotional actually. But anyway, let's have a wander. It's a beautiful day. We'll stop and have a coffee. And yeah, just see the sights and sounds of Sestriere. It's been a while. I have completely forgot that of course it is now the first week of the English half term and Sestriere hosts the World Cup, so it's a little bit busy, but hey, great atmosphere and still great to be back. It is beautiful. The snow conditions here are fabulous. What a difference it makes from Sauze. I mean, we're higher, yes, obviously, but it's warmer. The air temperature at the moment, like I said earlier, it's like 10 degrees. When I left Sauze, it was like 4. So as we've come up in altitude, it's actually got warmer. Is that because we're closer to the sun? Joking. Anyway, we're walking through some quite deep snow. We're heading down just to have a quick look at another part of town. And that'll be it. We'll be back in the van, down the valley, to a place, probably Pinerolo, I think, tonight. We need to do some laundry and we definitely need to go shopping. But oh, how nice it is to be back here. And I tell you what, again, like Sauze, it has changed. The buildings are a lot more modern. I guess they got the same, there was a scheme, I forget the terminology, but there was a scheme where local residents could, get funds to improve their accommodation, their homes. A lot of people went for obviously external facades, double glazing, etc. And there's also new hotels, new buildings here in Sestriere. So yeah, big changes, but hey, it's been 8 years, so you would expect that. Anyway, let's carry on, let's finish up, and then we'll hit the road again.